Welcome to Can Do Japanese by JapanesePod101.com.
皆さんこんにちは。Kano Kana です。Hi everyone, I'm Kana Kano. In this lesson, you learn how to order at the restaurant in Japanese.
With these Can Do videos, you'll see real-life situations where you have to introduce yourself, talk about your family, or give your contact information. So, by the end, you can do them yourself in Japanese. This video is a small portion of our Can Do course. To get the full course, including translations, grammar tools, and assessment tests, click the link in the description. This is Mark Lee, and he's at a restaurant with his wife. Mark says to the server, "Excuse me, water please."
すみません。水をお願いします。
Listen to the conversation and focus on Mark's request. Ready?
すみません。水をお願いします。
はい、かしこまりました。
Once more with the English translation.
すみません。水をお願いします。
Excuse me, water please.
はい、かしこまりました。
Yes, understood.
Let's take a closer look at the conversation.
Do you remember how Mark asks for water?
すみません。水をお願いします。
First is
すみません。
meaning excuse me in this context.
すみません。すみません。
Note, this expression can also be a mild apology and even a very polite thank you. Its most fundamental and perhaps most frequent use, though, is when you want to get someone's attention. In this case, Mark wants to get the attention of the server. After this is
水、
water.
水、水、
Note,
お冷や、
water is another common word used to ask for water.
お冷や、
Next is
お、
the object marking particle.
お、
Think of
お、
as a marker for the thing receiving the action. In this sentence, it marks
水、
water as the object of the request. Last is the phrase
お願いします。
meaning please.
おねがいします。お願いします。
Altogether, it's
すみません。水をお願いします。
excuse me, water please.
すみません。水をお願いします。
Let's take a closer look at the response.
Do you remember the server's response? Yes, understood.
はい、かしこまりました。
First is
はい、
yes.
はい、はい、
Next is
かしこまりました。
meaning understood.
かしこまりました。かしこまりました。かしこまりました。
is from the verb
かしこまる。
meaning to understand.
かしこまる。
Note,
かしこまる。
is a form of humble speech. The standard neutral way to say to understand is
わかる。
Note, in Japanese places of business, including restaurants and convenience stores, complex Japanese phrases are commonly used to show respect to the customer. Even as a beginner, you should be aware of them, as you will hear these phrases in daily life. Together it's
はい、かしこまりました。
meaning yes, understood.
はい、かしこまりました。
The pattern is,
すみません。item をお願いします。
excuse me, item, please.
すみません。item をお願いします。
To use this pattern, simply replace the item placeholder with the object you are requesting. Imagine you'd like a menu.
メニュー、メニュー、メニュー。
Say, excuse me, a menu, please. Ready?
すみません。メニューをお願いします。
Excuse me, a menu, please.
すみません。メニューをお願いします。
Note that when Mark wanted to get the server's attention, he loudly calls for him by saying, すみません. In Japanese culture, it's not impolite and often expected that you call for your server's attention in this way. Alternatively, you can also say, お願いします to get a waiter's attention.
Let's look at some examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
すみません。水をお願いします。すみません。水をお願いします。
メニューをお願いします。メニューをお願いします。
これをお願いします。これをお願いします。
お会計をお願いします。お会計をお願いします。
すみません。お会計お願いします。すみません。お会計お願いします。Did you notice how I omitted the object marking particle, お?
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool, so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can-Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
すみません。お会計お願いします。
Excuse me, the check please. First is,
すみません。
excuse me.
すみません。
Next is,
お会計。
the check or bill, as in the amount owed for food and drink in a restaurant or a bar.
お会計。お会計。
Is made up of two parts. First is the honorific prefix,
お。お。お。
here the honorific prefix is placed in front of the noun,
会計。
bill or check.
会計。会計。
Together,
お会計。
note, you can say
会計。
without the honorific prefix, but by using
お。
here, the speaker sounds more polite and refined. Next, the speaker omitted the particle
お。
that followed,
お会計。
the check. In Japanese, it's common to omit particles when the meaning is clear from context. Doing so is often associated with casual speech, but you'll hear it in more formal language as well. The pattern is,
アイテム。お願いします。
you should be aware of this shortcut, but for this lesson, we'll use the full sentence pattern.
アイテム。をお願いします。
Let's review the new words.
これ、
This,
これ、これ。会計、
check,
会計、会計。お会計、
the polite way to say check.
お会計、お会計。Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say, "Excuse me"? すみません。すみません。And how to say, "Please"? お願いします。お願いします。Do you remember the word for water? 水、水。Do you remember how Mark Lee says, "Excuse me, water please"?
すみません。水をお願いします。
すみません。水をお願いします。Do you remember how to say, "Yes"? はい。はい。Do you remember how the waiter says, "Yes, understood"?
はい、かしこまりました。
はい、かしこまりました。Do you remember the polite way to say, "Check"? お会計、お会計。And how to say, "Menu"? メニュー、メニュー。Do you remember how to say, "This"? これ、これ。
Let's practice. Imagine you're Karen Lee, and you're at a restaurant. Get the waiter's attention and ask for the menu. Ready?
すみません。メニューをお願いします。
はい、かしこまりました。
Listen again and repeat.
すみません。メニューをお願いします。すみません。メニューをお願いします。
Let's try another. You see a picture of something you'd like on the menu. Order it using the word for this. Ready?
すみません。これをお願いします。
はい、かしこまりました。
Listen again and repeat.
すみません。これをお願いします。すみません。これをお願いします。
Let's try another. Imagine you're Mark Lee, and you'd like the check. Ready?
すみません。お会計をお願いします。
はい、かしこまりました。
Listen again and repeat.
すみません。お会計をお願いします。すみません。お会計をお願いします。
This is the end of this lesson.
Now, here's what you can do to cement this conversation in your head. Review the conversation with our dialogue tool and lesson transcripts. Study the key words and phrases with our spaced repetition flashcards. Review the key grammar and cultural tips inside the lesson notes. And test yourself with our assessment tests. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to access our Can-Do course.
Now you know how to order at the restaurant in Japanese. That's all there is to it. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.